Jeez, no, I'm so tired.
No, just introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lazyboyz podcast with myself, William Thompson.
Shane Todd.
And I'm Micky Bartlett.
This is a pilot. Is this a pilot episode?
Yeah.
It's very comfy. Where'd you get that?
Nice.
Is that IKEA?
No, this is.
Dunelm. It feels Dunelm. You can feel the quality actually now that I've said it.
Do you know what I get confused? Dunelm and Dunblane. Remember?
Dumbling
The massacre.
the shooting place.
Yep.
Try not to get them mixed
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
And where Andy
Did you get
Murray's
this? Did you get this sofa from a school shooting?
from? Andy Murray's from there too.
Yeah.
Is he?
I think he was at the school when it happened?
Don't know.
Shot at him. He's
Get a shot of me not laughing.
I didn't laugh either. Cut that out.
I
What did
pissed
you say
myself.
before we recorded about
Black people?
We just
Love him.
we just did the boxing and we're talking about you taking bumps in the ring and like falling and stuff. You
Yeah.
called it. What did you call it? Were you
In Toy Story, when the toys have to like go back to toy form, it's called Andy's home.
Yeah.
And you just drop.
You said you were doing a few Andy's home.
Yeah.
That's 10 out of 10.
I was doing some Andy home bumps. And then there's one where I did, and I didn't tuck my chin enough, and genuinely just landed straight on my
Hey man,
neck.
I didn't tuck my chin the whole fight, and that's why my head's wobbling like a Churchill dog at the minute.
Thank fuck I don't have a chin. Or a neck.
How you feeling? I mean, I imagine.
Genuinely, yesterday I felt like I'd been hit by a bus. I couldn't move. I felt hungover.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
doing a Litvinenko all day
Yeah.
in bed, you know.
I immediately went out drinking. Like I've been pissed for 36 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Makes that when you're like win or lose on the booze.
Yeah, I just couldn't wait to get to the pub,
Yeah.
which was the bad attitude to have for a boxing match. I was just
Yeah.
like, I just want to go to the bar.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's how I feel about because you're all getting ready for fights, and I'm drunk by the time the night's
You
on.
put more into it than we did on the night. Like
Yeah.
you went through more physically. I have no doubt
Without a doubt.
than any of us
So
did.
sore now. Like me walking now is like when you see a wrestler getting interviewed 20 years after he's retired.
Yeah.
right before he
he's-
meets DDP.
Yeah, yes, literally. I'm like
Yeah.
Jake the Snake being like, I don't have a house. And I'm just like wandering in the coffee shops being, can I just have something?
Was there ever a point where Jake the Snake's just sitting and John Cena walks in? He's like, "Oh no, it's my time. This must be bad."
How would he know he'd walked in?
Did you ever watch the documentary then about Jake?
I did. I great.
So what was that
Yeah.
like? So DDP's like famous wrestler and big, like way into yoga before it became like trendy or fashionable.
I think he started doing his own yoga thing because he
He was dating
fucked
Kimberly
up this.
Page, who was a ring girl. So he didn't start wrestling.
Not as
till-
good as you.
Well, oh no, she wasn't. But she was way hotter. But he didn't start
Not
wrestling
true.
until he was near 40.
Oh, fuck.
He's-
seriously, yeah.
He started really late.
Holy
so
shit! Imagine
his-
your dad one day was just like, son.
I would like me and you going here. I'm gonna be a wrestler.
Yeah,
I've
literally.
already
Good.
conquered
We're
boxing.
boxers,
Like, so
man.
I
We're
mean, I'm still
wrestling.
undefeated. Don't give a fuck what anyone says.
So
Well, he said by Picasso.
what?
Say the Picasso line.
No, I'm keeping it for mine. Fuck you. Keeping that content. But so he started really late, so had a high chance of getting injured. And then he was dating this girl, and he was like, no surgeries were working, no pain pills were working. So he was dating this girl. She was like, do yoga, and he's like, fuck off, gay, and all that. Actual quote. And then she was like,
Fuck off, gay, and
fuck
all that.
off, gay, and all that. Get it go on them. But then he tried it, and he got a lot better. So he started doing this like recovery yoga program.
Did I hear that he had like he had no discs? There was something like the
He'd like crushed both.
yeah.
the
So
discs.
the bones of his spine were just like pressing each other.
Touching each other. He
And
calls
he-
it not gay yoga. This isn't gay yoga.
That's the thing. Because you've done it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've done it.
you do feel like a real like. It's like, yeah, brother.
I think you feel vulnerable when you're doing it when you're in like, especially when you're in downward dog.
Yeah.
You feel like you're almost like saying you wouldn't
I
be
couldn't do
against
it.
it.
Yeah, and the amount of farting I do.
I've
no way I
said
can do
this
that in class,
before.
like.
Downward dog and any guy on like, I feel like guys when they're on like the tube in London or anything, if you're like lying back with your hands behind your head, what you're putting out there is you're not against getting sucked off by a
Who's
stranger.
against getting sucked off?
Plenty of people.
I don't know one man who's against getting sucked off. Like
I think you find there's people who like just that's part of
no
the
man's
industry
ever
they
been
don't like.
I
like
wanna
no
see you
no
in
man's ever
court.
been getting sucked off. Like
You think I'm trying to now
Stop
present
it.
someone who would be against getting sucked off. I mean, genuine
I'd suck
question:
you off right now.
are Christians allowed to be sucked off, or are they just like? Do they have to have sex? Is that why it's called missionary?
Please go on songs of praise without question. Am I allowed to get?
No, that's why it's called missionary.
Are you allowed to get sucked off if you're heavily Christian?
Well, what I'm saying is, are they
Fat people
allowed
get
to
sucked
like?
off too.
Are they allowed to do it for fun? Are they allowed to do it for fun?
Just to be sucky sucks. I don't know. I think modern day Christians there's a lot of hand stuff.
A lot
Yeah,
of
and
anal
it's-
before vaginal sex.
Yeah, that's a big thing in America. It doesn't count.
I
Yeah.
remember when I used to work in a job many years ago, and there's a guy I work with, and it's just a real like quiet guy, and he's like, I think we were like 16, and he was talking about his girlfriend, and he's like, yeah, he's like, she's Christian, so can't really like, sex makes sex really difficult. She doesn't believe she doesn't believe in sex before marriage. And I went, right. And just really casually, we were dishwashers in a restaurant. He's like, found a bit of fairy liquid in the sink, and he goes, we still have anal. And I nearly dropped the pot I was carrying. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's weird.
We're saving it now. We're being good. She's a whole like the ISR on, but we're being very good.
It must be real disappointing. You get married as a Christian, and then you go, the family's not even as good.
Have you heard about soaking, which is something Mormons do?
No.
Is that where you leave it in?
Leave it in and don't move.
You're not allowed to move. For some reason, you're allowed to put it in, but not move. So what they do is, when they're like the students, if they're in dorms and it's bunk beds, they get their mate to lie underneath them and basically kick the bed. while they
Yeah.
I've also heard it be called brining.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's just what I've
I
heard.
went to school with a girl called Brenning. She was soaking too.
Yeah,
So
I think
your mate lying under you.
he
Is-
kicking
is
the bed.
basically
Got it if I'm
helping you out.
in the bottom bunk. No. You done last time? Fuck.
Just strap Jordy to the bottom of it.
If you
Your balls doing Andy's home.
Your dick's in one too.
It'd be also terrifying if you were in the bottom bunk. It'd kill her. Is it Sconesy? Just in the bottom. Be like Buckaroo.
Have it.
Shearer. That's a year where you blow Shane's ball. Shane's ball. Do you know, this is so weird. When you play football, it's like illegal on the pitch. Like the ref will stop it if you say mine or my ball. You have to like put your own name on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you go for a tackle and it's you and a teammate and you're letting them know like, here, I'll take this, you can't say like mine. They're like, the referee's like, no. I don't know why it's not allowed. It's so weird that that's not allowed.
Because it used to just be like a dirty tactic. Because I used to do that.
I think 'cause you can shout then if you're further away and you're not actually going to win the ball, it's easier to be like,
See, I used to shout it if the opposite team has a guy who's waiting on a cross and he's about to hit
I
it.
do it all the time.
I would go, leave it. So then he doesn't hit it, and you're like, thank you.
Leave it's been out for a long time. You
Yeah.
can't.
I used to shout my ball all the time, but only because they took the ball and wouldn't let me play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
That was a move when whoever it was would take their ball in for dinner. If you had the communal ball and then you
Yeah.
were called in for dinner, to just take it in with you was such a shit move.
Only time it was acceptable is if it was a new ball. You can't leave a new ball out.
Yeah. Oh, don't egg it. Don't sit on it.
Don't egg it.
Don't egg it. It was
Never
said
heard that.
so much in my youth. Don't egg it. Because if you sat on the ball, there was like a myth that it was going to go like into a different shape.
Rugby ball.
Yeah.
I'd never heard
Don't
that.
egg it.
Do you remember the ball they brought out for the South Africa World Cup, the Jubilee?
Yep.
And anyone could hit like a Paul Scholes free kick.
Yes.
You literally booted it, and whatever fucking was with the ball, it would just go fucking
Aye.
flying.
But how would someone kicking your mattress make you come?
No, because they're kicking you up. So then,
Oh, so it's more of a
They're
it's more of a
shaking the
motion,
bed.
right? As
Yeah.
opposed to just a couple of big.
So you're not
boots.
actually thrusting, but because they're booting the bed.
So you're saying Christians might do a lot of like, you hold it and I'll move instead of you. It's not like
this
your
is
traditional
Mormons.
moves.
Mormons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what you're saying is there's a lot of hand stuff, but it's not just straight jerk. It's more like
No,
if I leave
think,
my hand like this and you fucking jump off a ladder.
I think it. I don't know.
I'm thinking about wrestling.
Yeah.
About wrestling.
I also know, like, I remember that when we were at uni, there was an American girl who was Christian in America, but basically had this like deal with herself and the devil, which is different country, doesn't count, and read everybody. Read everybody like.
also, how do you pitch that to your mate
What do you mean?
if he's in the bottom bunk?
Yeah.
Be like, you busy Friday night? Weird one.
I mean,
Weird one.
There's a fly above you. You can't see it, but keep kicking it.
Yeah.
Your mate's like, that's fucking disgusting. Just fuck her up my ass.
No way.
Like normal.
No way you owe me £8 for that taxi the other night. Scrap that, right? How you pay me back is
Have to pretend as well. Like
get me one in there.
Bring
that
your
guy-
bring your onesie and a pair of headphones.
when that guy I worked with when it was clear he wasn't going to be able to have like traditional sex with his girlfriend, she's probably like, listen, we can't. Imagine his face when she's like, we can't have like sex. Like you can't have sex. And then she's like, the only thing I'm thinking, and you'll be raging, but the only thing is, you can probably just give me anal. He'd have to be like, oh, okay, all right, well, like,
look, we can't have sex, but we can do it like the queers do. I hate them guys. Fuck me up the ass.
Praise the Lord.
Also, you've progressed to the final level of sex straight away.
Yeah.
So I can't train you in jiu-jitsu. You just want the black belt. All right,
Yeah, it's like walking past an arcade machine that somebody else has already left. There's a pound in it. Fucking the boss.
You know when you go to the top and he nudgers and it's all just sitting there, like some guy's better for ages and left it and he hasn't won. You just put 1-2p in, just fucking blow your load.
Also, did they split up or did they stay together?
I have
She
no
was
idea.
split up, I would say.
Because if they split up and then she
cut
got
in
a new
half.
boyfriend, she's like, I'm still a virgin. And they go to have sex, and then she like turns
Right,
over.
virgin on a her.
Yeah.
Taking it up
She
the
turns
hole.
over, just looks like a turkey that's ready to get stuffed. Just that fucking like that. Then you'd be like, well, you've been taking it up the hole.
Like a sleeping bag drawstring.
Yeah, like an old tracksuit bottom's waistband.
Aye. Our arsehole looks like somebody jumped in a bottle of Coke. Still twisted up. Why is the label faded? As long as that one outside.
Your hole looks like someone dropped a gâteau on a barber's floor here. What's going on? Is that the
Why
way
did
he
you
said?
sound like Elvis in the ghetto?
Is that what it's called? A chocolate gâteau?
Do you remember?
Am I wrong?
A strawberry cheesecake?
Mr. Pavlova.
I love it. I love an old Dunkin' Donut.
Do you know what's worse than that? we were on one of our first dates on the Percy French restaurant in Newcastle, and I ordered fish and chips, and asked the waiter, could he put no tartare sauce on it? And he laughed and she laughed, and I went, I didn't know what they were laughing at.
Man,
Tartar.
You know the word
Tartar.
I was the word stoic. I pronounced stoic until I was about 33.
Do you know a legal waiver? I found out very recently it's not legal quaver. I had said that in a serious. I was like, can I get a legal quaver for that?
There was two like 4-wheel motorbikes. You know those like, or 3-wheel.
Quads.
You know those like
Cars?
That was a bus, man.
oh Laurie. You know those like 3-wheel motorbikes like Billy Connolly does his
Aye.
road trip things on. There was 2 of those parked outside Tesco's there, and I said to Willie, I was like, we need those. And then I think what would perfectly suit you as a motor transport is being in a sidecar. Like he's the guy in the sidecar.
We gone.
Yeah.
And then I was
That's what I was
thinking if he was in the mafia, that could be his name, Sidecar Willie. He just looks like a wee
Oh, pretty
Sidecar
good, actually,
Willie.
yeah.
I do look like a wee mafia boss.
Get a
or
visit
something.
from Sidecar Willie.
Yeah. I look like I ain't nothing but pasta as well.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
prosciutto, whatever that is. I heard it in Sopranos.
Washed down with a gâteau.
How is that word said? Gatto?
Not like this. Gâteau.
Ghetto?
Gatto?
Gâteau.
Ghetto, yeah.
All right.
I've said it wrong. No, I don't know.
Gâteau. Gâteau.
Yeah, aye.
Is it right? So it's
Black Forest Ghetto.
Black Forest Ghetto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghetto.
So that sounds awfully racially charged. Black Forest
Black
Ghetto.
Forest Ghetto.
I like my West End. I'm a friend of their people.
I was saying to Kieran recently that in the ghetto sounds, it goes from very loud to very quiet. While his mama cries. There's one thing that she don't need.
Have some
Love
ghetto.
Dan, hit us with a question there, please, because we are live. We're just feeling our way into this.
Yeah.
Are people enjoying this new?
A couple of people
thing?
asking about the reason for the new set.
I
we
mean,
lie down.
sometimes in life you just try things. If you don't never try, you'll never know.
Change is as good as a rest.
Looks a wee bit
That's
different.
it.
Did you hear that?
That's so profound.
A change is as good as a rest.
Oh, I'd love both of them right now. Shut it. That's brilliant.
some
A change
change?
is as good as a rest. Here, please.
You want to stuck for money?
Yeah. Yeah, I've spent it on laveries the other night.
You said we heard you were buying 10
Shots
Because I
of
asked you, I was like, were you drunk? And you were like, yeah. And you said you were buying like 10, multiple times you bought 10 shots.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Just who was beside me.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, like, if I offer you a shot and you're like, no, thank you, I'm like, I'm not asking.
Oh, yeah.
You're taking a
There's
shot.
a couple of moments I had a few of those.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm not inspired since I watched Braveheart. He was that fucked, like his body was that fucked. You know the way when William Wallace is like on the torture rack and does that shout of freedom? that was him doing a like drop dandy or whatever. Doing an Andy's home all night.
Drop dandy.
Being
A drop dandy so comes out of your arse when you're a Christian having sex.
It's so fucked. And then in Lavery's, I was like, I just need him to have a seat. I need him to sit down. And I looked around, and he was on the dance floor.
Mate, DJ was playing Pitbull all night.
See, visually, him on the dance floor, I was like, anything's possible.
Aye.
Anything's possible. For the state he was in, to be on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Not your best moves, but all things considered, just being there was enough. He's doing the robot all night, but he was just waving at me.
If I was in an animatronic at Disneyland, you're like, this ride's fucked.
This was one of the first ones.
How shit would the first Disneyland be now? If you went back now, you'd have to pretend it was class. Oh.
You shout Andy's home and nobody knows what you mean.
Do you know once I was we were in Disney and they just opened, well, it said it wasn't open, the Aerosmith, and this was around the time Armageddon was out. So
the Rock and Roller?
The Rock and Roller Coaster. And we walked past it and it was like opening and it was like the next week. But we saw people walking into it. And we're like, let's just follow the crowd of a few people who were walking in. What they'd done was like a soft open. It was like open if you went in, but they didn't say it was open.
Class.
And we were on the same, not like beside him, but a couple of rows away from Steve Tyler, who was there to like check it out.
Class.
Shit, really?
On the same thing.
But also, if there's a problem with the roller coaster, the fuck's he going to do about it?
No, he wasn't
He doesn't
on
know
it.
about
He
it?
was just on it too.
Oh,
he was having a ride.
He was on it.
You think the attraction of the you think the attraction of the Rock and Roller Coaster? You think Steve Tyler operates it?
I thought he designed it.
No, it's just
It's the same with Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp's there all the time.
I don't think he designed it either. I don't think
He's not on anything else he needs to be.
Aye.
I think he was just
Picking
like,
shit out of the river. Bitch.
My fingers ache.
Fucking ruined my pillows.
what's this? Johnny Depp trying to have a sleep.
His memory foam's still crying. Can't forget.
Never dating a Christian again.
She was too, wasn't she?
Was she?
I think she came from like the Bible Belt, didn't she?
Not very
Remember her?
Christian, like if you read the court reports.
Oh, 100%. Like,
Dan, hit us with a question there, please.
So there's quite a few boxing ones coming in. So the first question of the day, does Micky feel any remorse for embarrassing Paddy so badly?
Oh.
that's very nice of you to say. Thank you. I thought it was great. Like
thought it
Paddy,
was a good fight.
Paddy was
a
great.
good fight.
Like the first minute of the first round, I was like, "This is gonna be a fucking tough one here."
Yep.
And then I think I caught him the left hook in the first round that I had my eyes closed for it. And then I was like, right, we're good to go here. But
Yeah.
it was good. It was great crack. And like
I think it was like his transformation.
fair fucking play to him.
unbelievable.
Genuinely, like
Unbelievable.
like if there was an award for most improved,
Without
100%
doubt.
goes to Paddy. Like,
So after the first round, I was like, "Oh, Micky is in trouble here." Like after the first
It
one,
was funny. I sat down in the corner, and my coach was like, "Right, you won that one," and I was like, "Did it?" And he went, "Doesn't matter." I was like, "All right."
You're an Italian stallion, kid. I'm a no, but you're Italian, half Italian. You're Dutch.
You like pizza? I don't know.
you like Rocky Balboa, the picture show.
I've done your 23
It was a fucking horror.
I've done your 23 and me. You're 0% Italian.
There's still a chance.
Can I say something? I watched Rocky the day of the fight. I might have sent you a picture of it.
Aye.
You and Colin. I just sent the picture. I'm like, you're like, you watching Rocky in the house? I was like, yeah, I'm just sitting here all day, so I may as well watch this. I'd never seen Rocky.
Seriously?
What?
Swear to God. I've never seen it. I thought I had, and then I put it on and went, I've never seen this.
Aye.
I was expecting to watch it, see all the boxing, the underdog story and all that. But I didn't have a load of time. I was like, I'll watch like at least an hour of this. First hour, he's hitting nobody.
Aye.
And he's trying to court a woman who seems like she has like multiple like condition, like something wrong with her. Adrian at the start.
Yeah, fella's name too.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
But he's fought no one.
Yeah.
He was like going into a pet shop to like bother the staff. And he's like... That's what he does. And then
Yeah.
She-
Imagine they're like, "Fuck, here he comes."
she can't look at anyone, right? She can't like look at anyone, and her brother, she like lives with her brother, and then Rocky's like, I'm gonna start seeing your sister now, and he's like, yeah, go for it, but like, she's a
Only
bit
read her up
weird.
your ass.
And
She's a good Catholic girl.
she says, she's like, she goes to his apartment, and then she's like, oh no, I want to leave, and he puts his hand on the door. He's like, nah, stay on, and then he just starts getting off with her, and at no point is she like, okay, mate.
70s, man. Do you know what I mean?
know.
Different
I-
time.
I
That was
left.
him being a gentleman. The fact
Yeah.
the fact
The fact
she
he still
wasn't
had
the
a
first one he
vest
uppercutted.
Yeah.
That was
I thought I was
good
gonna.
for the
I thought
time.
I was gonna come away being like, you know, look, I just felt bad for like him taking
Aye.
potentially taking advantage of her.
There's a
And-
bit in the second Rocky where there's a.
Does he fight yet? And by the second one,
Yeah,
has he fought?
He fights in the second one. But there's again at the end, the whole second one's just like, fucking hurry up and fight, like.
Yeah.
But there's a bit where he gets married to Adrian. Spoiler alert, right? And somebody says
She
something
wouldn't have
about,
known anything about it.
I had no notion.
Do you take
God love
him?
her, like.
She does. She does.
But there-
Blink
there's a-
twice if you take him to be your husband.
There's a bit where somebody says something about they're investing money in condominiums, and Rocky goes, "I never use them," right? And I remember saying that as an adult and going, "He's been barebacking his whole life. Fuck that mad cunt."
He's riddled.
Aye, it's pre-AIDS, like. But you still
Any,
go,
any wonder he talks like this?
I don't know what he's called,
Got
Rocky.
syphilis all through him.
He's called Rocky after the warts on his cock. It's like a fucking jewel-encrusted peace pipe.
So his face by the end of the second one, that's also what his dick looks like. So the eyes are all closed up like that.
His balls look like the cow he was hitting.
See, my favourite Rocky's the
He just
fourth
run
one.
up those steps and try and
The
shake
fourth
it
one's
off.
the best one.
Yeah.
Fourth's the best.
The fourth's the best one.
Because it's so campy.
Yeah.
It's no longer
Bit more
serious.
80.
The third one's very, very camp.
Right.
The third one's very camp. And
Aye,
very
when
gay.
Hulk Hogan's in it.
Hulk Hogan's in it, aye.
He's just fucking guys in it.
But the fourth one, there's a
It's
director.
training.
Hey, Apollo, I didn't hear no bell. Just wiping his mouth.
I never wore them. I wish I did.
I'll be bareback.
Completely different. Just any movie.
I'm your father.
Show me the money.
I see dead people. But we're going, we don't need roads.
Remember he knocks out Clubber Lang and then goes, I'm Batman.
Hey, Adrian, draw me like one of your French girls.
I got the voice wrong.
The whole thing. I think you've got CTE.
I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Doubtfire.
Here's to you, kid.
You damn dirty ape.
Life's like a box of chocolates, Adrian.
Somebody stop me.
Isn't it? But the fourth one, he fights Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's I love the scene where they're like, so, Mr. Drago, there's been use of steroids in Russia. Have you taken any of that? And you see him and the trainer be like, oh, fuck, they've asked me.
What's going on?
And then the trainer's like, oh, like your Popeye, he has eaten spinach.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so borderline
There's
racist.
a director's cut of it.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
Because there was a point in it where Sylvester Stallone asked Dolph Lundgren to actually hit him, right? But Dolph Lundgren's like a black belt in fucking 3 different types of karate.
Twice
And he
as big.
massive,
He's
punched him in the
huge.
chest, right? And it's fucking true. Dislodged Sylvester Stallone's heart from his fucking rib cage, so they had to fly him to hospital. And like they were like, you might die here, like. That's fucking. But there's an extended version of the fight where they're actually hitting each other and stuff as well. It's fucking unreal.
Do you know what's like just a series of those movies that, like, speaking of camp and fun. You remember Best of the Best?
Mate, Best of the Best 1 is hands down my favourite film, right?
I feel like he's never had a chance to speak to anyone else about
right,
this.
I swear to God, see when you did the podcast with Jeremy fucking
Piven.
and he mentioned Eric Roberts, and he was like, they might come to the fight, and I was like, please make that happen. I was like, Shane, please, because if Eric Roberts was there and said the line, drop him like a toilet seat, Mickey, I'd have beat Paddy McDonald to fucking death. You'd have had to pull me off with a claw hammer. I'd have been that hyped. Like,
Best of the Best.
What is it?
It was like,
I'll take her from here. So it's Best of the Best 1.
I don't know
There's-
a lot about it, but the end he says he'll be back. That's
Right.
all I know about it.
There's four Best of the Best movies, right? So the first one is about the American karate team
Okay.
fighting the South Korean karate team. So it's basically
Chris Farley's
Karate
brothers
Kid.
in-
Not Chris Farley's.
and the worst movies.
fucking
for
Chris Penn's
Sean
brother?
Penn's
Sean
brother.
Penn, yeah.
Chris Pence. Jesus Christ. Nigel Ben's in it, right?
Right, so Mr. Ben's in it, yep. It was a real departure from the animated series.
No, Mr. Bean's in it. I know that.
But so they basically go and fight the fucking South Korean Taekwondo team, and one of them, his big brother, fought them before and got killed. So Tommy's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna kill this cunt," and they're all like, "Don't kill him." And then at the end of it, he beats the guy, and he's about to do this special fucking fly kick that kills people, and they're like, "Don't fucking do it, mate." In the second one, right, Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother, is doing this underground fight against like in a casino. And it becomes like an action movie where they're shooting people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tommy kills a guy at the end of it. And then the third one, he's just on the road trying to like fucking forget that he killed the guy. And he ends up going to this town where his sister lives. And there's all these Ku Klux Klan people. And he has to fucking kill the entire Ku Klux Klan. And the fourth one, right? There's a point. I've fallen asleep 3 times trying to watch the fourth one. The guy, the black dude from Ghostbusters is in it. And I'm pretty sure he's doing the exact same lines as his character from The Crow. Brandon Lee,
Yes.
right? So he's a cop.
I'll
he
be
smokes.
back.
Yeah, right. And he gets shot at the end, and he's like, "Give me a cigarette." Oh, those things will kill you. And and he does the exact same thing in The Crow. And there's saws in it, like fucking Jigsaw.
The puppet?
No,
the guy
dude.
plays him?
Dude,
Right,
yeah,
yes.
the puppet.
I was like, what the fuck?
Puppet's like, what?
We tricycle.
And I think there's a point where like, does he outrun a nuclear bomb or something? Like it gets so fucking ridiculous. You're like, this started as a Rocky movie.
yeah,
And now
this
it's
was
like-
like
The
Karate.
first
Yeah.
couple are brilliant.
The first two are unreal, like yeah.
But it's like great soundtrack, absurd storyline, fighting.
Yeah.
Ditties.
ditties.
There's probably ditties. Some
Ditties? Oh, very good.
Them wee 90s ditties. You know, do those weird 90s ditties where there's no tan on them?
Yeah.
Pert.
Yeah, like you're getting them out. Get them out of the beach, fuck's sake.
Pert
At least
Russell.
rub a bit more tan on it. You're like a traffic cone.
Yeah.
Dan
See,
has-
you're a big Karate Kid guy. What do you think about the Jackie Chan one?
So
I loved it.
The Jackie
Oh,
Chan
Gene
one.
Smith?
The reason that got shit is because it was supposed to be called the Kung Fu Kid, right?
Right.
But because of Kung Fu Panda, the studio was like, we can't do that. We're going to just call it the Karate Kid and make it look like a reboot.
Right, okay.
So that's why people hated it.
Yeah.
But it's genuinely a pretty good movie. Like.
Yeah.
Bieber on the soundtrack.
I will never say never.
never.
Fucking brilliant. But I generally thought, like, the hits in that are more brutal than in the Karate Kid movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Jaden Smith getting the shit knocked out of him for an hour.
He's getting his what?
Sorry. Shit knocked out of him for an hour.
He's
That's
like,
fucking
keep
amazing.
your my mother's name out of your fucking
Speaking of getting the shit knocked out of you, I genuinely, the day after the boxing, looked like Sean had hit me that hard in the mouth that I was going to get a ambassador deal with Be Perfect. As I guess.
Your lips were a wee bit
My
blue
lips
after
were,
it. Like.
no, they
Yeah.
were purple. It was. There's a picture of him, and I remember the moment the fight had happened, whereas like, it felt like for a minute, his whole in slow motion, his whole fist was on
That's
my mouth.
that's what happened when Amir hit me the day we were sparring.
Yep.
I was like, I felt like, you know, in Mortal Kombat where it cuts to like an X-ray.
Yep. Yep.
I could feel my skull just wrap around his hand, like fuck.
But it was like a perfect shot to the mouth, and the next day, yeah, I was like.
We
kicking
also need
twice
to
in the house.
stop murdering Johnny Bo every year.
Yeah,
The
no.
cunt's like the guy from Austin Powers, you know, the one who like won't die.
He's like Hans. No,
I am a
shot
little
me.
hurt, but okay.
no,
He
he's
shot
like,
me right in the eye.
he's like Hans Moleman. He's like Hans Moleman.
My groin.
Oh no, my brain.
Dan, hit us with a questioner, please.
So a few more boxing questions. Corey wants to know what was the most surprising fight of the night.
McKegney and Darren.
Hayden Darn.
McKegney, who for training went to download and had a Chinese buffet the day
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
just has the Gypsy King strength.
It was
doesn't
Yeah.
good. Like,
And a few questions on the Colin Roboil fight. Any guilt for matching them together? How's Colin after the fight? Fair play to Colin for...
Colin took it well.
it wasn't like everyone was like, you're fighting him. He was asked, and he went, and I said in commentary on the night, he said to Rowe, we're going full clip.
Aye.
Knowing how experienced Rowe was, but Colin was like, I'd rather go for it and lose than phone it in.
Aye.
So he went for it. He trained like fuck, got in there when nobody else would have fought Rowe, obviously.
No.
Ronan's so experienced, and he got in there, he went for it, and Ronan, obviously, his experience shone through. He was too much for him, but I don't think anyone should feel bad about it.
No.
Aye, not at all. I think they're both, and like, again, the fact that like they had that wee jiu-jitsu roll at the end,
Yeah.
and like they were good crack about it.
Yeah, Colin also, like, to even land anything on someone
Yeah.
as experienced as Ronan when you've never... When you
And he
didn't do it
fucking hit
last
him
year.
hard too. Like, yeah, he did hit him. Like,
Yeah, and what I mean is, Colin hadn't done it last year. We knew more going in
yeah,
the second time how to like what it's going to be like, but he's just gone into the unknown, gave it a go, and
Yeah.
row won. But
Rowe's a fucking
and after
beast,
they were
man.
sweet about it, so no,
Yeah.
Thank God he's nice.
yeah,
that's it is. It's a weird thing where like I was saying to the guys beforehand, like Colin's massive, and I didn't realize how big Ronan Boyle was
Yeah.
Yes.
until he was standing beside Colin,
Yeah.
And I was like, Colin don't even look that big.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and Colin's huge.
Colin's a giant, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there were, like, it was a great crack, like.
Yeah.
Philip wants to know, Shane, did you get the video he sent you of your dad calling out Tommy McCarthy?
No. No. My dad saw the comedians boxing as an opportunity to look for, he's like, yes, bigger boxers here, actual boxers that can punch him in the stomach. You know, he's obsessed with like having people punch him in the stomach and he just like doesn't feel it.
Just texted.
But he wants like, so he's had like big guys he knows do it, but now that I know boxers, he's like, yes. I think, and I've said this to him, it might be his way of like, you know, people go to Austria or whatever, or Switzerland towards the end of their life.
Yeah.
Dignitas. I think he's seen this as a less hassle way. You know, if he can just get someone into boom,
Cheaper, like.
then
Aye.
it's done. So he wants Paul Hughes. He wants world-class MMA fighter Paul Hughes to kick him in the stomach. He wants Tommy to hit him with a dig. And he's
Is
confident.
this
I'm not
is he
meaning
is he getting something out of it?
what he's getting out of it is being able to just is being able to
Finally!
well, he's got Peronis. He'll go the
Is he
other.
drinking? I had him for a couple of brodies, like.
What he gets out of it is, to be fair to him, I've seen my dad's a small guy. I've seen big men punch him as hard as they can in the stomach, and he's just like, cheers. He doesn't
Aye.
register.
But
But,
there's
I'm
so-
going,
but
are you looking for someone to hurt you?
But you know yourself, there's something, like, from the boxing trainers, that there's something about getting hit that makes you go, that was class.
Yeah.
It does ignite some sort of weird caveman thing in you, like.
Yeah, because I genuinely went up. I was expecting him to come up to me and be like, "I'm so proud of you. I can't believe that." He came up to
He's
me.
just
and
looking
went-
over your shoulder. Who's that cunt?
He goes, "Where's Tommy?" And I went, "Why?" He goes, "Looking for him to hit me." I was like, "All right, I'll see you later."
He's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I love him.
Dan has another question.
A lot of people still asking about will we be able to watch the boxing again? So just say it's still available on that link we
Still
sent
up.
out.
Yeah,
for
the
the
same
next-
link that we'll put up. You can watch it back,
It
especially coming into the weekend. People want to watch it.
It's not available on Patreon. It's to raise money for charity. So anyone asking, that's what we're raising.
And
I feel if I watch it back, it'd be like the way Richard Hammond won't watch his car crash back. I feel like that's it for me
right,
because I'm fucked.
but
yeah, a lot of people giving you credit for best performance of the night.
Oh, without a doubt.
I don't even
Thanks,
think
guys.
people were looking for it free on Patreon. I think people were used to it as a platform. But last year we did it as a standalone Patreon and went explicitly in the text, cancel it like a couple of days after you watch it. Once
Aye.
you've finished with it, cancel your subscription, and then got sent dozens of messages. I'm being charged again. It's like, did you cancel? No. You know,
Yeah,
it was
there's
just
a couple
messy.
of-
It was messy. Like
There's an issue.
this year was a better way to do it.
Aiden wants to know how surprised was everyone with the Rachel McPeak fight?
Nah,
I wasn't.
Nah.
everyone
knew
knew
they
that
could
was gonna
both
be
fight.
Yeah. I think
Huge.
one of the like,
But
Heather
hang
was.
on, for the audience, haven't seen last year in the ladies' fights. There's nothing close to what that was.
Oh, no.
So for
like,
slobber
from
knocker?
people not
Oh.
inside the boxing circle of you guys,
yeah,
it was
slobber
such a
knocker.
surprise.
It was
Yeah.
fucking brilliant.
it was class. I think, like,
It's a slobber knocker.
it was a slobber knocker. It was absolute, like it was a knocker slobber. It was two
Slobber.
women fighting. but I think, like,
Still got a root from it. It was mad. So good.
because I thought, because McPeak wore the helmets we had last year, and you
Yes.
can't see anything out of them.
That's why I wore the. Everyone's like, "Why do you wear the open one?" To see.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
You definitely can't see a fucking thing out of them. Like,
No, but we knew that fight was going to be
yeah,
unreal.
Yeah.
Because those two, they trained with each other last year as well, and like,
And like sometimes people train with each other so that they can not choreograph it, but so they can know what it's going to be like. They just train together because they're friends, and then fought like they weren't. You know.
Apparently, a video's been sent to William's Instagram from Philip of Dennis.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
okay.
fantastic. Sorry, I couldn't lip read you
He
at
has to
all.
open his.
I'm not getting signal here. Sorry.
so we never
folks.
say here.
Okay.
You know he has that text that's like you can only fit two words onto the screen.
Get Mill.
Yeah.
It's me on Facebook being like, why are all these people writing to me?
Now I just need texts on this. Just texts. Don't be putting anything on it now.
Why is O2 messaging me? I don't want to speak to them. This is my life, not genuinely.
I need to tap that up.
Do you know I ordered the movie The Wind? So I was talking to my wife's grandparents a couple of years ago, and they were talking about I was talking about the movie The Wind That Shakes the Barley, And I'd never seen that, and I was like, oh no, it's brilliant, like such a good movie. I love the sound of it. So I went on Amazon, ordered it to their house, and when they got sent it, they were like, oh no, Shane sent you that? And they were like, oh, but for some reason it arrived on St. Patrick's Day by chance, and they thought that the Irish government had sent everyone in Ireland to win the Shakes of Barley, just on a huge drop to just get everyone G'd up again to go, you know what I mean, to go for it.
Just the two other ones like, I'll go to the fucking Holy Land.
Yeah. It's a good movie to win Shakes of Barley.
I love
That's
that
a good
movie.
one.
It's fucking good.
Very
I remember
good.
watching it with my dad, who was just infuriated about it.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not how it happened. I'm like, you were there.
Yeah. You're there in the 20s.
Yeah, you're 25. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Also, Bob giving credit to Connor for a great job as MC on the night.
Keezy,
Unreal.
Outstanding.
Keezy and Dave, as in Keezy as a host and Dave as a commentator, they could do that.
100%.
So good.
There's a photo of Casey. I don't know if he's singing or if he's just kind of looking into the distance in his suit. And I just sent him the photo going, Jesus, daddy. I fancied him like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's daddy,
fucking
yeah.
hell.
He was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
So
He
so
looked great.
good.
And
And they get like not as much credit as everyone else.
yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Aye.
It literally threads a whole thing together.
Now, did I think Dave was going to try and ride me at one point in the night? Absolutely.
Why is that?
Because I was wearing the ring girl outfit and he just kept coming up. He's like, you look really good in that. No? Like, to the point he wasn't joking. Dan, how often did he do it?
I was in the dressing room before, and you had to go and get changed, and he was quite excited when Willie came back in.
Yeah, because
Was he like soft? You know, like a bit like that.
It
Like,
was actually-
not
it wa-
moving his face.
he
Was he
wasn't-
stoic?
He
He
was
was
very
just-
stoic.
yeah, he was just like, you're looking really good there. And I was like, all right.
Did it make you? It's okay. Did you make you uncomfortable?
No, I loved it.
There's
Although
there's
my
class
boxers
for-
are missing from a changing bag, so
Yeah.
he's just
Nah.
like,
Sorry,
I bet it was
I've still got some left.
nah. I know who that was.
fuck you. Shut up.
A lot of people asking about your trainers, Mickey. Some people
Oh,
want to
we
know
kung fu shoes?
how
Oh,
do you
shit.
how do you pronounce the make? Some people want to know.
Yellow.
Can I say?
Is this a tiger?
Did we mean this? Your mic lead matches your shoes.
Oh, look at that. Aye.
Yours matches your blue. I've got red, and I went, I'm not wearing red. But then look at the trim on this t-shirt.
There we go. See? Happy
This
accident.
was meant to be
What are they? We Bruce Lee shoes?
Aye, they're just yeah.
on a suka.
We kill bills.
They're class.
on a suka
Many squids.
on a suka tigers.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Many squids. They
I can't remember. I had them for ages, and then went, these look stupid. And then they've made a wee resurgence in my wardrobe.
They're fucking good. I feel my face is just getting lower and lower into my body, but they're fucking class. I love them.
Cheers.
Yeah, you are fusing a bit.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
fucking.
need a wee sleeve.
I'm dying. Like.
I think I think there's definitely a point after too where like I've got the cold because I think my
Everything
body
caught
went
you?
there's 6 months of training
Oh,
and it's just like here lie down.
Yeah.
I said that we recorded a pod earlier. Can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
When after the fight, it was obviously everything's go. You're doing the interview, and then I went and sat down to take my boots off, and like turned the shower on, and then sat down to take my boots off, and I had some tears in my.
Did you too? But man, do you know
Can I
what?
tell you- I was proud of myself.
On a dead serious note, you and Haggerty put in such a fucking shift. Like it was unreal.
We beat the heads.
I
of
just
each other.
really fucking went for it. And I remember I was standing beside my coach going, if Paddy starts fighting, it's the same thing. I was like, if this is the kind of fight I'm supposed to do,
Yeah,
we're not doing it.
yeah.
Like there's no fucking way.
But beforehand, I
unreal.
I did not want to do that. I just wanted to box. You know, you have like a style. You do it for long enough, and you feel like you've got like a wee style going on. It's like playing any sport. You just feel, oh, this is the way I like to do it. And then I knew he was gonna do. I knew he was just gonna brawl, and I was like, I needed to not go that way. And the reason I was proud of myself is because when it did go that way, I feel like I was there.
Oh man,
to-
you were both fucking phenomenal. Like
and after, I don't think, like after it, I was like, I know he's gonna be like raging because he's competitive like me, but then after I was chatting to him in the bar and he's like, we both left it all out there, so that's why
Aye.
he wasn't like gutted.
yeah,
you know?
But there's something about it too where it's like, because even me and Paddy, the shite talk before it, like I a week before that fight, I could have fucking fought Paddy in a green room.
Yeah.
like a fuming with him, like.
Yeah.
And then there's something about boxing where you just go, oh here, we'll just punch each other in the face. Do you want a pint? There's a real fucking zen.
The
thing
charity
about it,
element
like,
too's there, I think.
honest to God, man, and it's like the guy that was coaching me in Lurgan, he loves it, and he's just like, there's nothing like it. There's, like where you go in and beat the fuck out of somebody and immediately go drinking.
Ian at the end in his interview goes, he goes, if you're struggling with your mental health, there's nothing like walking into a boxing club. It'll change your life. He's bang.
100%, man. It's
bang
definitely
on.
something that like
It's no coincidence. The people that we meet, boxers, trainers, all these people, they're some of the best people you'll ever meet.
They're like Yodas. Everyone,
Yep,
like, all
yep,
wise
yep.
men and funny as fuck.
Oh, yeah, they're all
disciplined,
hilarious.
And
they're
even
all
like
funny.
down at Holy Trinity, there's like 13-year-old wee lads down there that could beat the fuck out of all of us.
Oh, aye,
and
yeah.
they're wee gentlemen. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Just really, really
They
sound
don't
people.
take the piss. Like,
Yeah.
they could go to their mates. See that guy, you know that guy we watch on whatever? I battered him.
Aye.
But they don't. They're there to just help you
Yeah.
and be respectful.
100%.
Because I know if I
it's-
was
funny if he
13
did, though.
and I could beat up men,
Hilarious.
I'd
Funny
be
if a
beating up men.
13-year-old beat the
Aye.
fuck out of you.
Yeah, yeah.
like.
Oh, they could, but they could,
Yeah.
and you know they can, and they
Yeah.
know they can, but they're not taking the piss.
Aye. It was like, let's do it again. One more.
No, I don't want to listen to you.
Definitely, I'm
anymore.
just not doing. I'm not. I'll
I'm tired
help,
of hearing this.
but I'm not.
I think if we did it again, it wouldn't be as serious because we know now.
See, in my
We've
weight-
Fuck
trained.
off.
See, in
Fuck
my
off.
weight-
It wouldn't be as...
I
don't
can't
know.
do another year of sitting
No,
in the
we
green room and you're going, and then I'll do this combo. Fuck yes. Can we do stand up for a bit?
See,
Just a
in my
wee bit?
weight, Sean's the final boss. I'm not. The game's over. The game's
Aye,
over.
you've
What
completed it,
about,
like-
right?
No,
You go out, you check your phone, and Dennis is shit talking you. Would you fight Dennis?
I can't because I know the size of men that have hit him and it's not had an impact.
Dennis would knock the fuck out of you, like, yeah.
No, he wouldn't have fought him in the garden. Remember?
Aye, in a wrestling, not in a box.
No, he isn't.
You sound like a man who's scared.
Huh? Down. Another question, please.
I said to him earlier how I think if we do it again, how the opponent should be drawn is, do you know in Takeshi's Castle, when you do the sumo rings, and you go in, you lift the ball, like a purple one. And
Like
then they
Hunger
just
Games?
Yeah, they just come out, yeah. Just fucking row fighting Diona. That's what should be next year.
Jeez, wouldn't be a bad fight.
To be
Fucking
fair,
good.
to be fair, even Sean McComb said like he wouldn't let Diona fight one of the fellas.
Ray wants to know who won fight
Rio?
of the night. Ray.
Think Ferdinand was dropping in for a wee question.
Yeah, he was gonna do. He did a boxing documentary where I think he was gonna have a pro fight at the end of it, and then dropped out of it or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's somewhere he was like training like mad.
Did you ever see the one with Idris Elba doing the Muay Thai?
No.
It's fucking really good.
Yeah,
Was
dangerous
he
guy.
good?
Decent.
I just found out 10 seconds before we started this that me and Sean won it. But the prize guy put up the grand for it, and then me and Sean said we'd split it. If we want on the night, we said, listen, if we win this, we'll split it. But we're giving it to the same thing, which is cool. But we'll like do a post and announce all that. But there's so many fights that could have been fighted at night.
No, that used to without a doubt.
It was great.
It was phenomenal.
It was great.
You should be,
what
honestly,
I saw of it,
very
it was
proud
great.
of both of you. Like as on a sincere note, you were fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
cheers. No, it was
Uh,
it was huge.
Bit of a robbery results wise, but
No, you said to me at the time.
yeah.
The only person
No, what I said to you at the time was, my legs.
The only person who Ronan Boyle's wife Orla came up to me in Lavery's at the after thing and went, I think maybe I'd had a few drinks and went, I just want to say, and I went, was on the verge of going, thanks very much. She went, you didn't win that, I don't think. And I went, thank you. Thank you.
She's the only brave voice among us. The only one who's not scaredy at all.
Fair enough. What do you want to do?
Please
Like,
don't. I don't even have enough strength to play fight.
you even trying to argue with her. You're like, I think she's like, road. You're like, don't tell.
Have a shot for them.
Nick wants to know how has Dennis taken his newfound fame since the podcast?
Oh, he's lost his head. Look.
Straight to it.
He's
I can see
lost
Dennis
it.
getting very, very diva very quickly.
I
He
could
went
see him
up-
posting motorbike videos or photos on
You saw
Facebook
that?
straight after. I was all big man's back.
I'm amazed he hasn't got his deck out yet. Like, I'm amazed.
I don't think it's been in since. He went up to Dan at the Ulster Hall. He went up to Dan at the Ulster Hall and went, Dan, you weren't lying. The women. Dan didn't say anything about the women.
Aye, it's
think he just
John's
hung
a
his-
pussy hound behind the scenes. We only answer the hottest Patreon's questions. Stinkers don't get a look at.
He just went, I think my dad at the Ulster Hall, I saw him out of periphery during the fight. I think he just hung his dick over the balcony. like an artisanal butcher displaying like a fillet of salmon.
Two firemen slid down.
Willie T was in bits after, man. You put it all on the line.
I was a wee tearful boy afterwards.
Aye.
It was sad. Had a wee cry.
Did you cry?
Had a wee cry to Shane. God love him. He was very nice to me.
Man, everybody was class.
It
Well
was.
done.
I just hate being a wee limpy boy.
Shut the fuck
Sure,
up.
you did. You sacrificed for the
Legs.
charity,
Yeah.
for the night.
I was fine with it until I ran into someone that I didn't even know in Lavery. Like, oh, the wee disabled bastard. And I literally went, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, too big for fame now. And I'm like, that is, regardless
Who
of
was
if
that?
some random, didn't know them. didn't know them. And they're all too famous to take a joke now. And I'm like, regardless of if you know me or not, just being like, you wee disabled bastard. It's not alright.
Aye.
Yeah,
all
you're
right.
not a bastard.
You ugly fucking bitch.
You ugly fucking bitch. What a great thing. So there's nothing fucking better than just real direct fucking you fucking ugly
You
bitch.
fucking ugly bitch went, what time? I asked you what time is it?
Yeah, 7 o'clock, you fat fuck. You're not. See you later.
You're but bitch as well. There's something no one uses it enough. Do you know what I mean? You fucking bitch.
I think we said before when you were younger, shit at the end of something. You fat shit.
Aye.
When you really
fucking shit.
that
There's
tea.
a guy at our school who was very, very camp. And I remember one time somebody had like a fucking school bag that we were like throwing about and like making him chase it and get it. And one time we just threw it and he turned around and he went, Jack! Lives in my mind rent free.
Aye.
That's how I say
Do you know
dick now.
one of the fucking
You sure it probably didn't go very far.
I used to I used to work at a call centre. There's a guy in it who was like he was don't say his name 3 times, just turns up. Alright, there's a guy in this call centre who was like he was married to a woman and then came out and like and he was quite camp, like obviously one of those dudes who was like, this is the real me. And he was like he was in work one day talking about, he was like, you know what it is, I hate like queens. It just I just don't like it. Like there's times I'll be walking down the street, even me, and I'll see somebody, I'll go, look at that fucking bandit. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? You just had a straight flashback and it scared the fuck out of me.
Do you know in like Lord of the Rings when Bilbo sees the ring and goes, ah! It's like that when he sees a
So
guy.
now I can't see like the movie Smoking the Bandit. I'm like, bandit.
I know he is the Lord of the Rings. It's funny when like when like someone comes out and you're like, no way.
Yeah.
You serious?
I need to sit down and tell you something.
The guy that
What
was
is it,
fucking
you're
all the
straight?
guys that we knew about.
Right. There was a girl I went there
gay?
with when it was in school, and she was in the school choir, and there was one guy in the choir, and he was just dead camp, right? And she phoned me one night, and she was like,
He just
she was like, are you sitting down? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, do you know Liam's gay? And I went, aye. And she went, what? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, how did you know? And I went, how did you not know? Like, he's the only dude in a choir, and he's read none of you.
I remember my sister has a friend who's been like a friend all through her life. He's always been camp from fucking day dot. He has always been really flamboyant. And my nanny's of that age where they're suspicious when there's a gay dude that's friends with women because she's like, he's just trying to ride your sister. That's all he's trying to do.
Right.
And I went, no, he's gay. And she's like, how do we know he's gay? At that moment, the kid walked past and I went, hello. And then walked on. I was like, I just have a hunch.
I had a mate when I was at uni as well. Him and he used to work somewhere. I don't want to give too much away, but he said that him and one of the other guys were riding each other, and a rumor got out around the town that there was 2 gay fellas working in this place, and his dad picked the 2 of them up, and he was like, I heard there's fucking 2 fucking fruits and they're riding each other. And he says, and he goes, this is the word, he goes, and I'm in the back seat of the car with his cum dripping out of my hole.
fucking hell.
There's nothing better than being a gay dude's mate.
Did you ever leave a nice finger out in the sun? That's what was happening to me.
And it was a nice finger.
Dash out out.
It was very nice.
Dash out out. Somebody sitting the penny faloo in here.
I feel like
I'm
somebody's,
like an overfilled donut here, and he's just.
I feel like somebody's kicked an art department up me.
My arse feels like someone jumped on a tube of toothpaste here, and my dad's gone off.
Oh no. Down, a couple more questions, please.
No, give me a minute. I'm like a squeezy bottle of mayonnaise.
That's like when a baby bokes every time I fart.
Been an explosion at the Yakult factory.
That's not good bacteria.
I'll be back.
I'm
And he
recently.
read him up the hole because they were Christian, of course.
We're not gay. That's how Jesus did it.
Through the palm.
Oh, 12 of the fellas. You can turn water into wine. I can turn wine into a mountain.
Marie wants to know what's next. Comedian sumo wrestling 2025.
That's fat shaming.
Cheeky bitch. I mean, the way I'm going, absolutely, but
Oh,
still.
man.
Can I tell you something? What someone has come to me with? Someone has dropped into my DMs and went, "Listen, if you boys would be interested in it for a comedian's event, let me know." He builds robots to fight each other.
Do you want me to fight a robot? Is
I
that
do
what we're
now.
going for?
I do now. The guy builds fighting robots, like Robot Wars.
Class.
Would you be interested in that? I said, fucking right, we would be interested in that. You imagine?
It was a tin of roses with an axe on it. Throw it. Paddy just turns up with a petrol pump. Zeep, zoop, zorp, we see.
I just get my mate who's in a wheelchair. There you go. I'll steer you.
I don't know.
I don't know. Where's the comedian element? You know what I mean? Like, that's fun to do.
I think we'd have headsets
No, we
on.
have to fight the robot.
Yeah.
That'll be the...
I think we'd have headsets on and stuff. And you I don't know.
Maybe.
I feel like if we were building, we would all get attached because we're all soft at heart.
Yeah.
It'd be like...
You think we
Do you
get
know what I mean?
attached to a
Like
It'd be
we
like
end up making
it'd be like
sex?
making our dogs fight or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Dog fighting?
Could do that.
Comedians dog fighting? Be
Yeah.
great.
That would be good.
And again, it's you versus the dog.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, but you have to get a dog that looks like you.
Yeah.
Which is
Mine
every
would be
dog.
mine would be a wee Shih Tzu. We like I'd be a handbag dog.
No, you'd be a lurcher. You'd fight a lurcher.
Mine would be a wee, like a staffy with hay fever.
Yeah. You'd be a pug.
You never seen a lurcher?
Don't think so. I don't know breeds. of
Kind of
dogs,
like greyhounds. Kinda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right,
you'd
right,
be a
right,
kind of
right,
dog.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'd fight a pug. I'd kick the fuck out of a pug. I'd fight 3 pugs at once.
Yeah.
Easy. Can't
Oh, I
believe.
could beat the fuck out of a pug. Like
Oh, easy, man. Staffy a bit different there.
a staffy could take you on, like
Yeah.
the pug.
Pug.
Aye.
Apparently,
Turn it upside down.
is the move with a dog, if you're going to fight a dog, take your jumper off, wrap it around your arm, offer it, as soon as I grab it, kick him in the balls.
Do you know
See,
what?
I thought it was stick your finger up its own.
No, I read a
Sorry.
book.
Huh?
Would
That's
you
what I
hear?
was always told. If a dog's biting you, stick your finger up its own.
So show me, right? I'm a dog. Right? just show me.
Just bite him, get it over with.
Then you fucking... You go underneath it.
So you're calm enough being bitten by a dog to...
Don't know about calm. There's a bit of blood going somewhere, like, but I'm gonna...
The dog's got his lipsticks out.
You pose as a postman every morning.
Just fucking... A dog goes to bite you 10 minutes later, these are both back to back. I'm stuck. I don't know what happened.
And then I'm walking home, people are like, I am there bucking dogs and all. And I'm like, oh, who's that? No, someone told me that was like, you stick your finger up its own, it'll leave you alone.
I read... Do you remember the movie Bronson?
Yes.
With Tom
Yeah,
Hardy. I read the book. And
Do you want a cup of tea?
yeah, I fucking love that movie. Like, it's my fucking body armor. But they're...
Fuck off.
I'm tired, boss.
I'll be back.
He's so smart, Jenny.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Gigawatts money.
What fucking movie is that from?
Back to the Future?
Is it?
Gigawatts?
You can't call him that anymore.
Oh, my video used to... There was a tracking issue.
What you doing in my swamp, cunt?
Hakuna Matata.
So what happens then?
So in the book, no, I don't know, because I think he might have spoofed a wee bit.
Aye.
But there was a...
You getting emotional over it?
I know my fucking throat's killing me. Full Marge Simpson. But he had to fight a dog. This guy like made him betting on who would win between him and his dog. And he put his hand down its throat and choked it. So that's whenever, like, when it bite, literally put his arm down its fucking throat and just was like, what are you going to do now, cunt?
I think he was spoofing. I don't believe
Yeah.
it.
Or he made his fingers touch.
What are those things called?
Gaze.
It's E.T. when he's waiting for marriage.
He got a shit deal, that boy, didn't he? Like,
E.T.
E.T.?
Aye, what a shite dog. Like.
Well, imagine getting the dog then all before you know it, you're running from the FBI. A Bichon's 200 quid, Dad. You had to fucking cheap out.
I looked like E.T. yesterday morning when I was in bed. I was E.T. with CTE.
ETCT. Phone someone.
I've got your number. Isn't that what he said? I'm joking. I was going to go for another I'll be back, but if you too much.
Hasta la vista. Davey.
One more.
This has been the best day of my life, boys. I swear to God.
We're done?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that us out of questions?
Well, Drew saying great podcast. Looking forward to more Lazyboyz. So how often is Lazyboyz going to be on our screens?
It's a bit ambiguous.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is that it? It's a bit.
That'll do, yeah.
We're just
It's a bit ambidextrous.
Bit,
soft
bit
open. It's like-
androgynous.
It's like the rock and roller coaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're closed, but
Are we?
walk in, see what happens.
Yeah.
Steve Tyler will be on.
This will go out on. You can watch it again on Teams Me Patreon, Mublub Patreon, Texture and Yums Patreon. We're just
Lazy
look at our
boys.
toe. I'm just dipping that in some water.
Right.
Is that all right?
As long as the boys will be lazy, the show will be on.
Can we have some rules?
Mm-hmm.
Vape every 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Been a lot of vaping.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was like the mentors were in here at some stage. There was just mist
Right.
everywhere.
Training camp's over, boys. I'm
Welcome to
back to my
Silent
old
Hill, the
self now.
podcast. Great.
Yeah, tickets available, each of you.
Loads. I have loads available.
Same. Waterfront Hall, please.
Yeah, please,
Please.
Jesus.
ShaneTalkComedy.com. Tea with me at the Waterfront. Second date. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have to-